my friends, yes, welcome to another episode of Nintendo Nightcap, bringing you once again your Nintendo news daily. Hope you're well, how's it going? Hope you're good. I am peachy, thank you for asking, despite the fact I'm clearly losing my voice, but it doesn't matter, we're gonna soldier through because that's what we do here. And anyways, it's been a mad busy day. We've got loads of news to get through. We're gonna talk about a couple of Tomb Raider games coming to the Switch. Probably not the ones you're expecting. We got some awesome Alien Isolation news I'm super excited about. We're going to look at the Japanese weekly software and hardware sales numbers. We're going to talk about Mario and how he's just joined a very exclusive club. And then, we're going to have to address these insane leaks, Tears of the Kingdom leaks, which have just surfaced online. We're not going to show you anything. We're not going to spoil anything. We're just going to address what's happened because as we approach 12 days before the game comes out, it does look as though the game is in the wild now. So expect, spoilers and leaks to come hard and fast.
That's what she said.
But before we get into that, let me just say, if you are new here, and you like the content, you like what you see, why not hit that like and subscribe? Hit that bell and then share the channel to your friends. Helps us grow is what it does. And then, as I always say, pull up that chair, sit with us as we delve into today's first story, which happens to be Tomb Raider. So you might remember, you might not, a couple of years ago, Square Enix actually announced a couple of Tomb Raider games, the spin-off titles, Lara Croft and the, Guardian of Light, and Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. And then they got delayed a couple of years, but now there has been a rating which has popped up under the name of the Lara Croft Collection, which seems to match up with what these titles are. So these are not the AAA Tomb Raider games you might have hoped for, namely the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, or in fact the Tomb Raider. No, these are different sorts of games. They are a dungeon crawler of sorts, isometric in view, co-op titles. So very, very different games. These are old as well. They're about 10 years old, but they're still very, very good. And it does look as though these are the games that have been, rated for the Switch. There actually is some information underneath the rating, which actually reads as such. It says, this is a collection of 2 action-adventure games in which players help Lara Croft and her allies search for artifacts to stop ancient gods from destroying the world. From a 3/4 overhead perspective, players traverse jungle ruins and ancient temples, solve puzzles, and battle hordes of enemies and creatures, etc. Dinosaurs, giant scarabs, stone demons. Then it goes on to say, players use spears, pistols, machine guns, and rifles to defeat enemy forces in fast-paced combat. Battles are accompanied by realistic gunfire, large explosions, and screen-shaking effects. Some creatures break apart into pieces and or emit splashes of yellow liquid when hit. Red blood is depicted in a handful of instances. Large stains appear as a creature is crushed between spiked rollers. A book page stained with blood drops, and the word bastard is heard in the game. So there's some information that all indeed does seem to line up with the spin-off titles. These are good games. I, of course, was hoping for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, or at least, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I don't see how those games cannot be ported to the Switch. They are, high intensive games, but, so is, Doom Eternal, Dying Light, which is a massive open world game, and that's been ported over to the Switch. So I was kind of hoping that this would be ported to the Switch, but nonetheless, we do have 2 still really good games coming to the Switch. There's no date as yet, so look out for that. But yeah, let us know in the comments, if you've played these games before, if you're looking forward to them, or if you're disappointed that we are in fact not getting, at least thus far, the AAA type of Tomb Raider games you might be craving. Right then, now it's time to look at the weekly Japanese software and hardware numbers. It's going to be interesting to see, as the Tears of the Kingdom release date looms, how that will affect the amount of systems the Switch shifts in the weeks before and after release. So before we look at the hardware sales though, let's look over at the software, and if we do that, we can see that actually Minecraft Legends is number 1, shifting 13,490 copies. At number 2, we've got Kirby's Return to Dreamland. At number 3, we have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Then we have Mario Kart 8, still shifting over 5 million in total now. At number 5, we've got Mega Man Battle Network. Then at number 6, we've got Splatoon 3. Minecraft at number 7. Cuphead at number 8. And then we have Resident Evil 4 at number 9. And coming in at the end is Nintendo Switch Sports, which I thought was awful, but someone's gotta love it. So that's at number 10. And if we switch over to the hardware sales, we can see that the Switch OLED model has shifted 39,000, almost 40,000 systems. Hell yeah. At number 2, we got the PS5 shifting 33,000. Then we've got the PS5 Digital, the OG Switch at number 4, selling 7,000 systems. Then the Switch Lite at number 5, the PS4 at number 6, the Xbox Series X selling 376 systems at number 7. And then we've got, my God, the 2DS at number 8, outselling the Xbox Series S at number 9, which sold 112 systems. God damn it. So those are the charts in Japan. Interesting reading for Nintendo. I expect those numbers for the Switch to jump even higher in the days before Tears of the Kingdom coming out. It's gonna be interesting to see how many. Who the hell's still left to buy the system? I don't know, but interesting reading nonetheless. But if we go over to our next story now, this is something I'm super excited about because one of my most favorite games, one of the best games on the system, and one of the very best impossible ports on the system, Alien Isolation, is coming out in a physical edition. Yes, boys, because the game actually came out a few years ago, but only digitally. But now, thanks to Limited Run Games, they are releasing 3 editions of the game and are giving us a chance to pre-order those on the 26th of May until the 6th of June. That is the small window you have to pre-order the physical editions should you want it. If you've never played the game, it is amazing. It's a true depiction of the movie, the best video game of the movies, super tense, graphically beautiful. Is it scary? It's terrifying. Let me tell you, I spent the entire game in the locker peering out of the holes. The Xenomorph, of course, was very famous for having a super advanced AI, which would use to stalk you all over the place. Terrifying game. But Limited Run Games did actually release pictures of the 3 editions, and we can have a look at them right now. So we have here the standard edition, which has a boxed copy of the game, and that includes all 7 DLCs, and that's $39.99. But then we have the classic edition, and this is a really cool one as well because again, it's got the boxed copy of the game, and it's also got a steelbook cover of the game, but also on top of that has a collection VHS style box, which I think is amazing. That looks really, really cool, super retro. And of course, again, has all the 7 DLCs. But then the next collection, and this is the one I'm getting day one. This looks incredible. This, again, you get a physical copy of the game. You get the the collector's edition box. You get, again, the VHS style box. You get the collection steelbook. You get a double-sided poster, a Sevastopol station replica, which looks incredible. You get art cards, patches, and then you get, again, all 7 DLCs. So these are the 3 editions. I am definitely going to go for the collector's collection edition. I think that looks stunning. I just adore this game anyway. So for me, I'm always going to get that. Again, I urge you, if you've never played this game, go and play it. Even if you don't buy the physical, go and get it digital. It might even be on sale at the moment. You won't regret it. If you're a fan of horror, you will not regret it. If you're a fan of the movies, you won't regret it. If you're a fan of just good games, you won't regret it. So there you go, people. That's the story. Next up, we've got really cool Mario movie news. This film just does not stop. It's going from strength to strength to strength. It just doesn't stop. It is now, here we go. It's joined the 1 billion club. It has now grossed over $1 billion. It was predicted to have done so today, actually Sunday. On Friday night, it had reached $970 million, and that was before it even be released in South Korea and Japan. So it's gonna, not only is it surpassed $1 billion, it's gonna surpass it by a massive amount. It becomes the 10th animation to reach the billion. I think the 51st feature to reach 1 billion, and it's the 3rd largest movie at the moment of Illumination's roster. But we go from the good news to the bad for Nintendo, and they're gonna have to get their ninjas out to go after some people right now, because what we feared seems to have happened, in that at least some Tears of the Kingdom games are now in the wild. Because, and don't worry, we're not going to talk about any of the spoilers, we're not going to reveal anything, we're not going to talk about the leaks, we're just going to tell you what happened. Luckily, I don't know anything, I've been doing my best to avoid things. But what has happened in the last couple of days, someone on the Tears of the Kingdom subreddit has uploaded a picture of their special collector's edition of the game. And with that, taking pictures of the back, which supposedly does hint at aspects of the story. But worse than that, they've actually uploaded pictures of the art book, many pictures which actually also do more than hint at aspects of the story with the principal characters, or at least some of them. So this, now the lid has been lifted. There's even apparently been pictures of the actual game, the gameplay of Link using the fuse ability in different ways. So that apparently is being uploaded also. This is going to get completely out of hand now. You have to think, if one person has it, how many other people have it? And if more than one person has it, how out of control are these leaks about to get? We don't know how this person got it. Of course, it could be the same way that seems to happen very often, which is a retailer accidentally sends it early to a customer. But again, you have to think, if they've done that with one customer, how many more have it? You know, I think there's also been pictures uploaded of shipments of the game being processed, so you know, that's out there. And there's been many more. The subreddit is a minefield. Some people are covering up the spoilers, some people just don't care. So my advice is, do not go. If you don't want this game to be spoiled for you, do not go any of these sites. Stay away from the subreddits, you know, stay away from articles. You're only 12 days away from the game now anyways. I don't know why these people do it. They must know Nintendo's going to go hardcore after them, the same way they went after the guy on Discord who leaked the art book. So Nintendo's not going to stop. They won't stop until they catch this person. But yes, the leaks have now started. It's only going to get worse. The same happened with Breath of the Wild. I think it was about 10 days before Breath of the Wild was released. That leaked. It happens with all the big games, so this was never not going to happen. But so yes, so my warning is, just be careful. You know, don't go on these subreddits. Stay away from these sites. And just, you know, lock yourself in a cupboard. Do what you have to. It's only 12 days away. But yes, scary stuff. It's only going to get worse, I fear. So yes, that's my video. Beware. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed the news. I will be back again tomorrow with even more news. So yes, until then, my good friends, beware of the leaks and have an awesome day.